All right. Hello, Speed Gaming. We are I had my Twitch audio on. Whoopsies. Okay. Anyways, being able to hear myself aside, what's up? We got another match of the Metroid Prime Randomizer Mentor Tournament with SoaringWyvern and Eraldoe. I am not too familiar with either of these runners quite yet. But I know Eraldoe is being mentored by Bruh Inc. and SoaringWyvern is being mentored by Randomizer. Both, obviously, experienced runners. Hopefully we'll see some good stuff today. Yeah. Baha, you wanna say hi?
Hello. Yeah, and as well as myself, we're joined in the booth by Op82, our tracker MVP. Thank you as always for clicking the buttons for us, keeping these trackers up to date. Always much appreciated. So yeah, we should be getting live here. All right, in just a second here. And actually, with that, I'm going to send them off. So we should be getting going here in just about under a minute here.
All right. Before the race starts, any horrible things you want to see? Any torture you want to see them go through, or are you hoping for a more tame seed?
It's week one. We could maybe hope for something a little ease us into the tournament for some of these newer runners. But Randomizer being
mine
the
had,
thing it is.
Yeah, mine had space jump and Cubone, so you never know.
That's not great.
We'll see.
Not great.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully, for our runner's sake, we'll see a pretty tame seed, but we may see some funny logic. Last one I commentated, we had an all bosses mandatory seed, which was wonderful. Baha, who was, oh boy, yeah, Baha was mentoring for that, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's fun. But okay, cool. Restream side, it looks like we're about to start. Okay,
And
here
away
we
we
go.
go. No. And the runner's streams are so in sync that I don't even really need to do any stream syncing. Love that for me.
Oh yeah, wow, that is very convenient.
All right, the joy of this randomizer. Immediately got to start off and do a trick here. SoaringWyvern, easy every time. First try, very nicely done there. See how this goes.
Oh, vanilla!
No space jump. All right.
Yeah, so Eraldoe should be treated by that soon, hopefully. But that does mean that we can't check Artifact Temple immediately. There's a missile behind the ship, but without the scan, we don't know if that's a logical launcher or an expansion. It's not a huge deal, but it can kind of narrow down where Morph Ball might be in Chozo. So it is some nice knowledge to get out of the way, but I understand not scanning it as well. So it looks like we're just going to make the standard play. Go to Chozo early on Wyvern's side. Eraldoe did end up getting SJF. Got that space jump. Hopefully he's happy with that. Space jump is
a second try, so yeah,
really nice thing.
Pretty good,
oh, cool.
Especially and there's a lot of even top runners that'll miss that sometimes on their first try, so no shame in that at all.
Yeah,
bunch of items and logic here in Main Plaza now, or at least two with the space jump boots, and we still have our Hive Mecha check as well. Let's see what we got here in Main Plaza.
What was that? I cannot tell
idea.
what that was on Grapple Lich. But it wasn't glowing, so it wasn't a missile, so it could very well be important.
My guess is that was a Metroid, but I could easily have been wrong there.
Oh, no, you're right. That, it might have been, yeah. We'll see it again on the Eraldoe side. We'll get a second chance to peek it. Okay. Looking very closely. What? Oh, yeah, that's a Metroid. Okay. All right. Well, then, I guess they know that Grapple Ledge item is completely useless. Speaking of Grapple, we have Grapple here in Nursery logically locked by bombs, which does mean that our logical access to things like Magma Pool, Root Cave, and such are all kind of already known. As soon as we get bombs that Grapple is going to be in logic, which is kind of one of the more one of the pieces of nice logical knowledge to have that can be just about anywhere.
SoaringWyvern
there's not.
just attempted a piece of tech that was discovered like 2 hours ago.
Oh, wait.
So cool.
Well,
I don't think it quite worked.
I was wondering what that was. Okay.
We just discovered that the knockback from destroying like boxes or blast caps with missiles will move your camera in such a way that you can clip it out of bounds in some places and get to peak items. So this actually got like accidentally discovered by Booyah Man in a race earlier today. We managed to accidentally scout PPC like a moment before checking it.
That's cool.
And yeah, Shorts Gandhi actually then started experimenting on other places we could apply that principle, and this is actually by far the most useful one. We'll see. We might go for another attempt here. We have one missile. Nope, we're gonna skip it. Maybe actually Soaring did see it. On the restream I did not get a peek there, but yeah, new meta, folks. Schrodinger's check will maybe no longer be a mystery for much longer once people get that practiced and into their toolkits.
Yeah, today I learned. I had no idea. That's good to know. Okay. Well, then it looks like, I mean, not that it's hugely important, but the missile behind the ship does not seem to be launcher. I don't know if we grabbed launcher somewhere. I actually did not pay attention to the text enough to see if we got launcher.
This, I think, has to be launcher up here on Vault Ledge.
Yeah.
Soaring is going to be grabbing just to have some extra missiles for the tree.
Yeah, that
is our launcher.
Or there's launcher. What do we got in Vault? Is that Spider?
That looks like Spider to me, yep. Alright. So Bombs is going to give us a bunch of early things. Yeah, it's way more than the 3 even. It's like supers, well, like beam combos have been discovered as a way to get checks, and that applies to actually a whole bunch of rooms.
Okay.
Morph. There's one.
Yeah, there's morph in the tree. With early supers, that tends to happen fairly often, so that's understandable. With that PB expansion in tow, luckily, we can grab everything in Ruin Shrine. We don't have to orphan the bomb slot, which, I mean, wouldn't be that bad, considering we probably will come back later for Tower of Light, but it is nice to know. It's just nice to do everything that we can when we come here.
It's a little bit of a walk. It's not too bad to get back in here, but like theoretically you could have to like come here like 4 or 5 times over the course of the seed if like one check keeps coming into logic. So that's nice to be able to do as much of it as possible at once. Minimize the number of backtracks. Nope, no trigger. No big deal with space jump. Yeah. Jump out of the arena. Eraldoe does get the drops here from some beetles. Also was struggling to get the missile count to get the tree. Did we not grab morph before this? I think we should have checked the tree before coming in here. It's gonna be a little unfortunate. Was anything good up in?
Yeah,
another PB.
Perhaps? Yeah, Upper Shrine. So 2 early PB expansions does make me suspicious of mains for sure. I don't know if. Yeah, one of the things I'm not like super sure on yet, because I'm participating in this tournament. I'm a little bit newer, so forgive me if I say something a little bit silly. But as far as I know, 2 expansions being that early in logic would give me reason to believe that mains would be coming up at least somewhat early in the logic chain, but that may be wrong. I don't know, Baja, feel free to correct me if that is not true.
I don't think the expansions are correlated at all with the mains. I think the expansions are literally just dumped into random remaining spots after the all the majors have been placed.
Okay, never mind then. All right, yeah, okay. I guess I've gotten lucky a few times. I guess just with expansion stuff, because usually for me that's how it goes. But that's also like rare that even. I don't know. It's a whole thing. But... Okay, so Scratch what I said about the PBs.
That's okay. I still wonder sometimes if some of the things that I think about this randomizer are like superstitions versus actual patterns.
No, 100%.
So.
I know. I definitely agree. Just like in the randomizers I play in general, I tend to be a more gut feeling player. So sometimes I'll have misconceptions for a really long time. Think they mean something and then they don't. So I could.
Oh boy.
The whole thing.
So
Anyways,
definitely recommendation to use morph in all these tunnels where the scarabs are. You take so much less damage from scarabs when you're morphed.
True.
So we took a lot of damage there that could have been avoided just by rolling through the tunnel.
Yeah, just the fact that morph ball
fountain was that? That was a beam.
spreader. It was spreader.
No,
it was ice spreader.
No, that was a beam.
Oh, it was? Oh, then it was ice. Okay, then it was ice. If it was a beam, I saw it earlier and I thought it was ice spreader. So my thought was like, oh yeah, maybe we come back for that. That's convenient to have for XO. I think if you were to come back here with Spider, even if it was Ice Spreader, I think that might be worth getting. But if it's Ice Beam, yeah, we absolutely need to.
Are we skipping the auto logic? Oh, we're gonna do this first. Okay, I like this. Just in case this is Spider. No, we know where Spider is.
Yeah, true.
It's actually come to think of it. So Soaring did actually a very common play of climbing up Gathering Hall before doing this area. That play is normally done if you don't have Spider to avoid potentially having to backtrack immediately back here when you find Spider right there. But if you know where Spider is, there's really not much purpose in doing that. I guess maybe you could have been hoping to spike like a gravity suit or an E-tank to make the underwater item earlier or easier. So I guess there's still some reasons to do it, but I personally think I do that extra climb less often than other people because I think it's more often than not just wasting a bit of time by having to climb this room multiple times when it's not actually that likely to help you and not that punishing if you actually have to turn around. But just a minor thing, little me quirk, I guess. Alright, heading back to Frigate Crash Site. We do have space jump to do the underwater slope jump in logic. See if we can find anything here. Definitely looking for these morph ball bombs, given that they're gonna give us a couple nice items.
And another thing that would be nice too is speak of the devil.
Oh, okay.
Yep, there they are. All right, so that's
yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so I was just gonna say that is grapple in logic now as well, so that is something for the runners to keep in mind. Root Cave might look slightly more appealing, even though without X-ray, it's still not the biggest deal in the world. It's not fully in logic yet, but you are getting just a step closer with that grapple. So if X-ray is found soon, Root Cave starts to look kind of suspicious.
Yep, and the other thing we have is we saw Spider in Vault. That's now accessible, which also means some interesting things like Upper Dynamo and the Sun Chamber Ghosts have come into logic. So those might be what I have my eye on for the potential next progression location here.
Oh, that's true. With supers, I was not even thinking about that. Yep.
Just a vanilla missile here in Lower Dynamo. But yeah, we may need to come back here before too long. See if there's anything of note here in Artifact Temple, and or if we read our hints right away. Oh, gravity. Interesting.
Okay. Potentially. I mean, with Ice Beam being pretty early, not to curse them. However, oh well, their Grav Chamber artifact, Root Cave, Hall of the Elders. There's SDA. You have Research Lab Ether and a great G chamber. Ultimately, not bad actually, especially with the gravity suit. You're not going to have to do the slope jumps, which I know a lot of people are not huge fans of in gravity chamber to get back out if it's in lower. So I guess that gravity suit is definitely nice in that respect.
Yeah, really not bad. None of those even. No, Sword Jupo A is plasma locked. Yeah, for the most part, we might be able to get ourselves an early phase on suit hint, as long as our requisite beams show up.
I mean, we only need the location of 2. If Fountain really is Ice Beam, we do only need just 2 more. So the seed could be a little bit on the quicker side. I mean, we'll see. Who knows
also
where
about to find these bombs.
some things are going to be.
See how the slip jump goes on their side. Yeah, we want those. Ooh,
Okay.
Cave dash here.
And I imagine, especially with bombs, you do absolutely go for Arbor Chamber out of bounds here. Because if you do get yourself stuck, you have a very easy way of recovering it with bombs.
I mean,
so
it's one of those things that depends on if you've practiced it or not. It's a decent thing to learn somewhat early, but it's not the highest priority either. So if you haven't practiced it, I don't mind if you don't bother going for it here. Looks like you're having a little bit of trouble figuring out this slope jump here. Might be getting a little bit of a ad hoc mentoring here. I know I've had to actually explain this to a couple mentees live during a race before. One of those things that you don't necessarily need to learn until you need to learn it. But yeah, with the new underwater slope jumps being included in beginner logic as of maybe a little over a year ago, this is required, or potentially hard required today.
Somebody in chat does say Wyvern knows Arbor Chamber out of bounds, so
good stuff.
I do assume we will be seeing it, yeah. Which makes sense. Root Cave Dash is definitely one of those, like, harder... Like, if you know Root Cave Dash, I would not be super surprised by, doubling down, also learning Arbor Chamber out of bounds so that, you can fully commit to making that play the most worthwhile it possibly can be, but...
Yep. Point. Yeah, the value of knowing the dash is improved if you also know how to get the Arbor Chamber item. That's a good point. All right, we get the slip jump there. Nicely done from Eraldoe.
All right, what's in Root Cave? Artifact. Oh, duh. Yep. my bad.
If I had $1 for every time I was like, oh wow, an artifact, after I've read my artifact hints, I would have a lot of dollars. sometimes my mind just sees oh shiny, even if I should know better that yes, I knew that.
All right, so Wyvern is gonna go ahead and do the Arbor Chamber out of bounds. Meanwhile, Errol is heading over to Artifact Temple now to get those hints. Let me actually write down the artifacts, because I didn't do that the first time. And I meant to, beforehand. Yeah, grabbing that item sometimes can be kind of finicky when the entire room is invisible. We got it. There we go. Just an expansion, not too shocking. Needing Grapple, X-Ray, and Plasma, and Space Jump, but I mean, obviously you get that fairly early usually. Does mean that item is not typically... Like, in a typical seed, that item is not really set up to be worth much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Errol sees this gravity, probably is a little bit wishing, maybe I wish I had come here first.
Yes, we're going to get a reread on these hints. All of the Elders, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna refresh myself here and write the ones down that I... Ether. Okay. Alright, there's one more that I need to see again. Oh, there it is. Great Chi Chamber. Okay. I have them all written down. Good.
Looks like we are beelining the spider ball here from SoaringWyvern. I'm curious to see if this turns straight into a Flagra play. I like that, honestly, here. That would probably be what I'd be looking to do right after this spider. If we didn't get to see what gallery tunnel is, I don't hate heading over there and getting that check done either. If we did manage to scout it, then that would save us a nice little backtrack here. Yeah, Vanilla Varia definitely in the cards here. Would not surprise me one bit.
And one extra benefit.
Here,
One
tell you
extra.
what, it'll be on Ghosts. It won't be on Flagra. There, that's the non-vanilla Varia suit for you. No, we're turning around. Okay.
That'd be French vanilla. It's close enough. Still ice cream, unfortunately. But you know.
So maybe we're playing straight for this ice beam.
Okay. Yeah, this is also a perfectly reasonable play. I was going to suggest that, you know, maybe if you're not a huge fan of getting this item before Flagra, doing Flagra right now, you have things that are pointing you towards Flagra, and having an ice beam here might just be extra incentive. But, I mean, if you know this trick, then I suppose if you have a lot more things to do, you still have Zoid, you still have Furnace, you still, you can get the artifacts in Hall of the Elders, which might be incentive to push you back there. Assuming you know to get or how to get Crossroads early, you can do what happened? Did they get stuck?
If you either hook onto the spider track or stop holding a direction, like right at that corner there, the camera is unbelievably unhelpful, and no direction on the control stick actually pushes you along the spider track.
Oh, I remember you warned me about that.
Yeah,
because you were the one who taught me this. Whoa. Forgot. Okay, so yeah, that was ice beam. All right, my eyes did in fact deceive me. It's not an ice spreader.
Yeah, I mean, it's really possible that Flagra is like just required as to clean the water and get the ice beam, and actually what we're meant to do this seed is chase the ice beam into Farchozo. So I don't mind this play either. Potentially getting to skip. So I would say the lengthy Flagra check, but honestly, with the new competitive cutscene skip preset, like Flagra is not that slow anymore. So I'm definitely more willing to do it now than I used to be.
Especially from the back, and having they have 2 power bombs right now, right? So that also definitely helps if you know how to align it to get two targets at once. It makes Flagra pretty quick if you get it from the back. But also, if they weren't able to get a peek at Gallery Tunnel, maybe their thought process is to go ahead and clear out what they can here, and then turn around and route in Gallery Tunnel with backwards Flagra. There could be a lot of things going on in Wyvern's mind right now. Let's see what Errol's doing. It looks like, I don't recognize which tunnel this is offhand, but it does look like Errol is going back for Gallery Tunnel, so we are seeing a bit of a divergence here. It's not made a pit stop for that spider yet. Oh, they're gonna grab Grapple. That's, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Grapple is definitely one of those things that you can skip for the most part, but some of those skips are much harder than others. So, I definitely understand wanting to grab this. It looks like Wyvern's gonna try to do this on 67 energy for an E-Tank? I mean, Gravity Suit.
Wow. Oh yeah, Gravity Suit.
Okay, never mind. I forgot they already had Gravity Suit, because Gravity Suit is mostly so irrelevant. It's incredible.
Yeah, with Gravity and Space Jump, yeah, you can easily get out there with 9 energy. So it's a good to remember that there was an E-Tank there. Definitely worthwhile to pick that up. So yeah, I like that.
That is true. Okay, we're going to be taking a save.
Maybe this is going to be that reverse Farchozo play that Renko was talking about. No, maybe not.
Oh, I would like that though. Actually, in this position, that didn't even cross my mind. That would that feels a lot more worthwhile than doing it forward because you can kind of get around the one like hard wave requirement if you know aren't comfortable with the HPJ to get through all Hall of the Elders. But I mean I also understand just going forwards like this. Either way, making the call that Zoid could have progression, and then if not Zoid, could be either Furnace. It could be. Well, couldn't be Crosswind logically yet because we don't have. Is that? I always Crossway's the one thing that I always forget the actual logical requirements for. I know it's boost, supers. Is it? I mean, we have Spider.
Yeah, it's basically every Morphle upgrade except BBs. So yeah, you need boost, spider, bombs, and supers,
Okay, gotcha. Because I get it mixed up with Upper Furnace sometimes, where in vanilla you're expected to have PBs for that, but also lol space jump, so doesn't matter.
We're not grabbing this? I think we want this. Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Okay, yeah, Eraldoe's grabbing Spider.
And now Eraldoe gets the decision of do we just go straight up to do Flagra or not?
Okay, yeah, it looks like we may be going for Flutter, yeah.
Yeah, I like this play.
Hesitation. Oh no!
Maybe getting talked out of it.
Yeah, I mean either way, yeah. Okay. No, bruh, please make up your mind.
Well, this is part of the trouble with it. You know, it's two people.
Yeah,
and this isn't like a call with a straight an easy answer here. So I can understand there being a little bit of back and forth in the VC there.
Okay, it looks like at this point a final decision has been made, and that's no Flogger yet. Put that off till later, which, I mean, understandable, but Flagra is often disappointing, but then other times it's Plasma Beam, so you never know. It's Flagra's hard to make a call on if you don't have an artifact hint.
Please morph. Stay morphed.
Yeah, no. Oh no, there's no scares fast. But yeah. Okay, so the Ice Beam, are we going to grab that early or no? We're not. That
makes me less happy with the Flagra skip.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe we are just looking. So they've also seen this E-Tank. Maybe they're also looking to just do the one Spider Lock check, grab the E-Tank, and then be in a better position.
Wait.
If we're worried about health. Oh.
Wave Beam is an Upper Furnace, so this... Screw what I said earlier about the backwards play being, the best way to go, because it doesn't actually really matter that much, apparently. You could just get wave right here. Wait, why are we doing it that way? Yeah. Wyvern, don't do the scary bomb strats. Those are hard.
So suddenly, all we need is Zavaria or a thermal visor to open a lot of the game world up to us.
Yeah, a lot of the game world. I'm definitely not talking about one specific place we don't want to do. Yeah, just Oh god, thermal is thermal.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh god, no, thermal's all we need at this point to open open frigate up to us at this point. Everything else we've needed for it has been extremely early. So I would be getting kind of suspicious at this point. You obviously expect wave to be early, but you do not expect gravity and ice to both be in Shozo. Or well, gravity was in Artifact Temple, but both early is the point. Are we not picking Crossroads? Or Crossway? We're not oh no, we did. Okay, it's a missile. It's fine. Okay. So we are going to be likely grabbing our artifacts here and then pushing through to Antechamber, maybe some Overgrown Cavern as well. And then at that point with the Great Tree Chamber artifacts, part of me wonders if granted, I don't think this is the great call in this situation, but they could theoretically jump the gun, hope thermal is soon, and then just route in frigate with Great Tree Chamber. Well, that's probably actually better to grab when you also have boost for life growth. So never mind. I lied. Don't listen to me.
It is interesting though, because yeah, like something like a bar skip does get us into the rest of the game world, or like the one room hell run in Magmore, and like we don't have many checks left, so like we're pretty likely to find whatever item that actually opens the game up soon. But like Varia and Thermal, neither of them are actually like completely necessarily required. Like we could maybe get away with trying to skip them. But I also don't hate at least trying to see which one it is, just because that might inform how you route from there on. You know, to know if like actually Magmore stuff is dead or not. Alright, so Eraldoe gets the E-Tank, makes a save. Let's see if this turns into the Flagger plane now.
Okay, it does look like it, yeah.
Okay, so this is an opportunity for Eraldoe here, who otherwise is just a little bit behind the progress that SoaringWyvern has been making, but yeah, they have chosen to isolate this check here a bit, unless they get kind of pigeonholed into it by looking for the Varia or Thermal progression. Oh no! Yeah. Okay. One more point down here we want to scan before we go in here. There we go. Nicely done. And what's up here in Antechamber? Hello, Varia. All
okay.
Right.
So scratch the frigate plane idea. Then we're not doing that. We may check Overgrown Cavern here. I don't think that's a bad idea. But oh no, we're just grabbing the Great Tree Chamber artifact. Honestly, I like this. Because taking there's a chance, right, that you don't have to come back for Life Grove. A pretty decent chance, actually, that you are never going to have to come back here. So this is probably the most convenient spot to just run and grab the Great Tree Chamber artifacts. You're already in Farchozo, like, just knock it out now. So that makes sense.
Yep, I agree with that 100%. Yeah, like grabbing this, go back over on Cavern, and then we can go into Magmore and start clearing all that up from Talon. Seems pretty good to me. And the question now is just kind of how aggressively do we push the rest of our artifacts? We still do need Plasma to actually get all of them. But this is the kind of seed where like we're only like O-2 right now. Granted, there's definitely some like items we would love to find, like boost or a visor.
Are we bar skipping?
Ooh,
I don't know if I really like this right after we just found Varia, and especially we don't have Plasma to grab the artifact that we know is in early mines.
Yeah, it's definitely a spicy play. So like mines in general is not in logic yet. We don't have the means to get through frigate. We don't have main PB. But it's always possible that you can be gambling on, oh, PBs are probably just somewhere in Fen, and then maybe plasmas and mines after that. At like this point in the seed, I stopped paying quite as much attention to the logic unless things are like actually hard blocking, you know. Like if I had seen that like power bombs were like behind ice and Fen or something, that like clearly you don't want to be doing this. But in this case, like, yeah, it's hard to know if this is going to be a PBs first or a plasma.
Okay,
first.
yeah. It looks like we're turning around. Yeah, bar skip is a tough one to just kind of bet it all on this early into the seed, right when you grab Varia, because then you have all of your Magmor progression, and then you can get into Fen. So yeah, I like turning around here.
Yeah, watching this Flogger fight, we are starting to run low on health, but we are down to the last phase. As long as we land this bomb, we're good. Good. Nicely done. So that E-Tank does come in clutch here, and just a missile as a reward, unfortunately.
Missile. We could see something on Ghost. I hope for Errol's sake that we do, because yeah, otherwise doing frontwards Flagra is a much larger time sink than it is backwards. So hopefully this Ghost item turns out to be useful. All right.
That'll do. And yeah, we're going to grab this Overgrown Cavern check here from SoaringWyvern's side. If we can find anything. And presumably from here, we're just going to be heading to Magmor. Yeah, we take more E.
Yeah, we definitely don't complain about that. Wyvern is definitely decently healthy already. Already had 3 E-Tanks, but 4 is not something that, you know, you'll be super happy to turn down. It's like 4 is nice. We'll gladly take that. All right. So Errol's doing Ghosts, and Wyvern is about to head into Magmor. So either way, on both runners' ends, we're getting some new checks here. What would be gross with getting Varia now in Farchozo, Tower of Light, having Plasma. We're not going back to Tower of Light for a while. So
True. Yep.
That'd be a rough one for sure, but.
Yeah, that grapple is in logic. Soaring actually didn't care to go back for it. This must be comfortable with some of the grapple skips.
Oh, that's true. I did not notice that.
But yeah, we do have stuff like the training chamber access available to us as well. We can get back with a lot of logic as well. So yeah, to answer a question in chat, going through Frigate is possible without thermal. And in fact, yeah, it's relatively straightforward to do that. But it is in the logic database locked behind a trick that we have chosen not to put on into our race preset. And the reason for that is if you do enable that trick, thermal visor becomes logically completely useless, and we find that makes the randomizer a little bit less interesting.
Yeah, thermal definitely tends to lock some of the longer checks, some of the more isolated checks in the game. So having that enabled so that thermal is still able to be a logical indicator of when those are in play is nice.
Exactly.
Because in other ways, your Thardus can be in play. Okay.
Devil.
Hey, what's up, thermal?
Oh, yikes.
Okay, well.
Yeah, we hate that. So now Thardus and Workstation are pretty high up on the list of things to do. The problem is, like, there's so many other checks that, like, even though those 2 checks I mentioned are slightly more likely than anything else to be our next progression, there's still so much else to do that it's not overwhelmingly likely that running to Thardus right now is actually going to net you anything. Kind of a tough spot.
To me, just the combination of the grav suit and the ice being way earlier than normal, and then thermal being right there, that screams frigate to me, personally. So that this is a hard place to be in. So
Wyvern's skipping monitor station stuff for now. This suggests to me that we're just doing this stuff and then turning around. We'll see if we go all the way back to Lava Lake. Probably want to, otherwise it's going to be incredibly isolated. It's just kind of annoying to have to walk all the way there and back, but yeah, that's how Magmore be. Alright, meanwhile, Eraldoe has grabbed the Ice Beam with Flogger down and is going to be heading over to these first few artifacts as well as the Aria suit. Probably will be not too unhappy to find these two E-tanks on Zoid, assuming we're going to still do the incinerator drone fight here. But 3 is a lot nicer than 1. And yeah, we are going to head all the way back to Lava Lake. Make sure we're not leaving any checks behind here. Oh boy, Thardus without charge. That sounds miserable. I am very glad that all of our race presets start with charge. There is some combat in this game that is just atrocious. If charge is shuffled and you don't find it early.
Yeah, no charge just makes the game just substantially less fun with essentially no reward. So I don't really. I don't know. I'm glad that we start with charge. Charge is.
I feel like almost everyone that I've known that has shuffled charge at some point did it until they had a seed where like charge was on OP, and then they never did it again. And if you're still someone who does it after that, then I applaud your tenacity in the face of overwhelming shenanigans. Because charge's OP is miserable. Those 2 E-tanks for Eraldoe. Let's see what we get in the Warrior Shrine area as well here. Some checks for us. Nope. Yeah, it's entirely possible to beat the game without charge. Yeah, as long as the nothing's in the super missile locked areas.
There's Ice Spreader. Okay. Yeah, we'll take it. For sure. Ice Spreader is very convenient for EXO. So that's definitely something you don't complain about. It looks like we are... Okay. We're orphaning TTA, which I'm not sure I'm a fan of. But B, it does look like we're going to that workstation Thardus kind of area here.
Must be weighing heavy on their minds here, which I don't blame them. The thermal is kind of screaming, go this way. I think personally, I might have still liked doing like the Shorelines area and just like not doing lab. Well, I don't know.
What you have an artifact?
This isn't
labs,
crazy.
So
yeah.
I mean, you got to do labs at one point or another.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it's just a matter of when. But I guess from here, yeah, you could definitely grab that easy. It's a lot faster to get to Ether from the back than it is from the front. So it's. There is a lot of pros for this play. You get the artifact and grav chamber pretty quick. You get the artifact and ether pretty quick. You get to do Thardus if you feel that's where your progression is with that early thermal. Super understandable. Same with workstation. Workstation is similarly locked by thermal and wave beam, so there's a lot of pros to this play. I get it.
I guess the other interesting thing, I didn't really think about this, but thermal does put about half of mines into logic, because we do now have everything we need to go through Frigate and get the vanilla mines entry. So our next, oh, hello.
What
was
was
that?
that?
Was
Okay,
like a
we're
bee.
getting it. That I think it was plasma. Yep, that's
Oh,
plasma.
buddy.
Okay. I feel like that is. I mean, that's artifact go mode pretty much. That's
Yeah.
I mean that's essentially phase on go mode. So yeah, at this point, I feel like you definitely then take the back entrance. You go get ether. You get yeah, you get ether. You get grav chamber, and then get around to getting SPA at some point, and then go and fight Ridley, get the hints. Although it would be nice to find boost on the way. So we probably will see Wyvern looking for that in convenient locations along the way.
Yep, and there's always a chance that we need something unhinted like an X-ray visor or a boost ball to get our phase-on suit. So that is definitely something to keep in mind. It's possible to get punished for kind of bum rushing too hard here. So like if there is stuff that's kind of on the way and quick, might still be worth taking a look at. But yeah, broadly speaking, just routing and trying to get that artifact hint or that phase on suit hint is a very strong play here. It's like Eraldoe also needing to learn this trick on the fly here. There's yeah, this one doesn't come up all that often, and honestly, I think this is pretty far up there in terms of difficulty relative to some of the other beginner tricks. This is not an easy strat.
Yeah, it's definitely finicky, especially once you get the jump into the wall. Jumping out from that little hole right there that you see they're shooting out and trying to get into, getting out from there can be really, really, really annoying. A lot of times, if you try to jump too early, you will just hit your head and fall straight down, and it's not fun. Okay, looks like we are not going to worry about Qmon. We're just gonna run to the back of Fen here, grab ether, grab grav chamber. It's understandable. Go ahead and grab this E-tank on the way and transport access. Because why not?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, Renko does make a good point. Frigate, at this point, probably either has main PBs, boost, or X-ray if OP is required somewhere, but yeah, I mean, my guess is that it in some way locks PBs, whether that's boost for PBs and no, what does boost lock? Where could boost even logically lock PBs at this point? Because we have Ice Beam to do backwards labs. We have
Hey, Eraldoe gets the wave beam. Nicely done.
I mean, PBs can't be in Life Grove, obviously. And then, well, we do have that gravity. It might be logically. I think maybe it's just logically expected for mines. That actually probably just means that PBs are in mines. That is. Now that I'm thinking about it, that's probably what I would take away from that.
Yeah, thermal did lock plasma, so plasma was the last thing in our kind of progression chain right now. So yeah, I'm slightly more suspicious of plasma lock things right now than anything else. But again, for now, I'm not paying too much attention to the logic. I just kind of want my hints, or want my artifact, want my hint, and then react accordingly to whatever info we get from that. artifact. Let's see if we just gonna turn around. Looks like it. Yep, agree with that.
Yeah. This is understandable. You still have to run to grab chamber, so going out the front of labs would just not be a great idea right now. It would get you so far away from this artifact that currently you're super close to, and for essentially no reason. So yeah, this is good. I will say skipping that grapple does mean that upper grab chamber item, if it does happen to be there, I guess we'll see if Wyvern's comfort level with the slope jump, because at this point you kind of have to do that. You are not turning around to get grapple at this point. Like there's that feels like a death sentence, honestly. So is he just going go mode? Essentially, yeah, right now we have everything that we need to grab artifacts. And wow, speak of the devil. Okay. Shooting the ice, and then I think probably realizing, oh, I don't have grapple. Well, yeah, this is gonna be fun. The slope jump is annoying in my experience, personally.
Yep.
I don't like the slope jump very much.
Yeah, you want a good slope jump off the left side of this wall here, and then ideally turning it into a quick bar jump to get some extra speed distance. And yeah, might be regretting a little bit not going back for that grapple beam right now. All right, that was the right idea. Luckily, we don't get terribly punished for falling into the drink here with having the gravity suits. That's the other obnoxious thing about this trick, is it's pretty easy to fail it in such a way that you end up in the water, which is pretty painful if you don't have gravity suits.
Yeah, you do need 3 subsequent slope jumps to get out, all of which can definitely be considered pretty annoying sometimes. I know people are not huge fans of those. I'm kind of biased because I think slope jumps are so funny that I'm perfectly happy to do them like anytime. So I kind of like them. I kind of, but yeah, this is rough.
So to answer a question in chat, it's not necessarily a soft lock to fall in without gravity, but it is like, I think, advanced level slope jumps to get out. So it's something you would have to spend some time learning to be able to reliably get out of the water here.
I feel like here it's easier to turn to the right, no? Or is that... Oh, never mind. Okay, we got it. I will shut my big mouth.
I like turning to the left like Soaring was, because that means it's easier to abort the jump if you miss it by morphing and holding into the wall, and that's a really good way to not fall into the water.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Answer another question, the vanilla gravity item was just an E-tank here today. Soaring did not bother to pick it up because it changes a few layers in the Farfin area that makes them a little meaner, more flying pirates to have to deal with. So, feeling pretty healthy at this point, they're gonna not bother to grab it. But yeah, nicely done there from SoaringWyvern. Skipping the grapple, 1 artifact to go, and a Ridley fight, and we will get our hint.
1 boostless Ridley fight, unfortunately. That we will not get to see the trick today, where we just boost into Ridley and he loses half of his health immediately. Unfortunately, but at least not on Wyvern's side. Unless we find boost ball, I think peeking main quarry is not a bad idea in this situation.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually, honestly, a little bit surprised by the decision not to do the Farfan loop. Like, I get it. Like, we've been talking about being in this kind of hint go mode here. But like if you're already in the loop, it's not that much slower to do it. And like at this point, it's pretty painful with the checks we've done in Fen to get a phase on suit in Fen hint, just because like you have no idea where to start.
Yeah,
That's it. I don't think it's unreasonable to skip it. Like you know, you're going to be that much faster to the hint, and so anytime the hint doesn't say Fen, you've just made some free time save. So yeah, and that too. Like it's also possible if we get like a hint like Mines and it's on OP, or Talon and it's in Life Grove. If we've missed like a boost or an X-ray here, that's really painful as well. But always pluses and minuses to the decisions you make. You know, choices on how fast, how aggressively to push, versus trying to be consistent but slower. Here is that Varia suit pickup for Eraldoe. And just like that, the whole game world is open. Oh god, plasma processing would be not great here.
Oh yeah, don't say that. That's mean. I don't wish that on them. Okay, yeah, so we're gonna go into Mines from the back, which I mean I think from where you are is at okay, don't do thermal. Don't Oh, that hurts. Yeah, no. Coming in through PPC, I definitely think you want to check some of the quicker things. While you make your way up to SDA, just in hopes that you find that that X-ray potentially, if the face on suit happens to be vanilla, or boost for Ridley, or if the face on suit needs boost. But even if it doesn't, boost saves a pretty substantial amount of time. And Ridley, it skips by far the worst phase of the fight. So, it looks like we're not going to check. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I'm an aggressive player. Even that is more aggressive than I am. That's a spicy skip.
Do kind of understand it, just with our low power bomb count. I do kind of get the hesitance. I don't know for sure if I would skip it myself, but I do definitely understand it to some degree.
That is true. Okay. We don't have X-ray, and we only had one PP.
Yeah, not gonna get the AI manip on this pirate, unfortunately. But we have plasma, so literally, who cares? It just doesn't matter. Okay, we are going to see the boombox get checked here. It's a nothing. Not important.
Yeah, not gonna do it. So we do need to find a power bomb at some point. I believe we did use our last one getting through. I don't even know what that room is called.
Oh, you know, I don't know either,
tunnel,
actually.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah, I have no idea. I could not tell you.
No, maintenance.
How many
maintenance tunnel? Maybe I don't remember. Collapse tunnel. I think it's.
Oh, that maintenance tunnel might be it. Actually, I'm pretty sure that is it. Yeah. The amount of nothings in the seed, I believe, is it should be 7. Since we. Oh God. Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, we have to do this puzzle vanilla, or we need to do the trick here. Because we don't have boost to do backwards elite research.
Man, you could do this trick, but yeah, does Wyvern want to do it bad enough?
I mean, we
have. Well, it's an SDA, not SDB. Oh, well, no, you could go through. Oh no, you're right. Oh, you're right, because we don't have boost.
Yeah, we're getting maximum punished for skipping that
is a huge problem. Okay. Is this a live coaching session we're watching? It looks to me like that might be what we're seeing.
This is...
But who knows? Oh,
this is a different strat.
This is tough.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know this isn't the one I know, but also I think that's because, like, I'm pretty sure it was you who taught me, so I'm so surprised. But it was either you or Jay. One of you two. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I wonder if you.
Oh, the PV
the
drop
fall.
Is clutch. So we can do the room vanilla now if we want.
Oh yeah, I forgot we need PBs to do this from vanilla. That's
It looks like we
yeah.
are
Wow, that would have been
now.
really bad if we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been really bad if we didn't have a PB drop. I completely forgot. I haven't done ore processing vanilla since I want to say my last casual playthrough of this game, and like I don't know
To
when
be honest with
we
you, I
last
do not
dropped.
remember the solution to this room.
Yeah, no, me neither. Me neither. Yeah, no, I cannot tell you. I have no idea. Okay. So we are gonna stat. Hmm. Stat point make this easier? Oh, probably. Yeah, it might. Okay, that
Yeah,
was
that
a
gives us
that was a
a lot
clutch
of
save.
height. Okay.
Okay. Okay, yeah, we're doing a vanilla. All right. Oops. Or not. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay. Oh yeah, no, I guess it's not bad actually. If you only have to do the red track, that's actually never mind. Yeah, that's.
No, we need to do
Oh
gold to get
no,
where we're going.
we
Yeah.
do need to do gold. You're right. Oh no. Oh. Oh, okay. We're just okay. We're doing it so that we can get this. Well,
Oh. Oh.
yeah, that makes sense. All right. Cool. Clutch play from
Oh,
Soaring.
okay. Interesting. That's a cool strategy for that. I haven't actually seen that before. Nice mentoring.
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot you could. Or I guess I. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it that way. So that's cool. But yeah, no, not to spies as you said. That standable is pretty horrible.
Mm-hmm.
It is extremely slippery. It's maybe the single worst standable in the whole game. It's bad. That's an exaggeration, probably. Actually, there's probably some weird, obscure standable I don't know about that is a million times worse. But you know, as far as practical standables go, it's definitely down there. Okay, SDA time.
Oh,
If we get
wow.
boost, if we get boost and access, that is that's real convenient.
Eraldoe is heading straight to far Magmar. This is going to net them Plasma Beam without having done any of these early Magmar checks that SoaringWyvern did.
True, that is
Plus they
definitely
have... Yeah, they have
going.
grapple for all the
Definitely a little bit of
beavers
fun
that
save.
tripped up Wyvern here. Now, it's still a pretty sizable
Yeah,
lead, but honestly, those couple things actually have cut into it, I think, a decent amount.
yeah, it is definitely starting to shorten, and it's going to continue to shorten with Wyvern not having the grapple. Um, because two, you know, things I was talking about earlier when I was saying, you know, grapple fine to skip in most places, but there are just a couple places where if you can get grapple, it's nice to. Those are two of the worst grapple skips in the whole game. So
Yep, for sure.
that's this not grabbing grapple is definitely biting Wyvern a bit.
So I didn't see if Wyvern has found another PP or if we're praying for a drop in this room still. This is the unfortunate thing about...
no, Wyvern did find more. Wyvern found
Okay,
more.
excellent.
Yeah. Unless I saw it incorrectly and it was Errol, but I'm pretty sure it was Wyvern. Yeah, watch it be Chozo, and then like, well, if it's Chozo and it's in Magma Pool, that's fine because Grapple's right there. So at that point, he would probably rather just grab Grapple.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, Wyvern is 2. I wonder, do you do elite research here? Probably not. That feels slightly more out of the way than you would like in the situation, but you know,
It seems a bit
it could pay off.
incongruent to me to skip PPC but do elite research here.
No,
So I'm imagining we're
I
going to see
agree.
full-on skips.
Yeah. That's true. Especially when one of the elite research things logically requires boost, so the only thing you can find there is X-ray. So yeah, actually, never mind. Yeah. Just kidding. Oh, different HUD colors, that's true. See, it's so nice
yeah,
that...
It's right here. I'm gonna check.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, we're not even checking main query.
I...
Okay, this one is the least understandable skip to me so far. But
Especially
I mean,
like when you're missing potential go mode items, I think it's even harder to justify skips like this. Just because like now if you
yeah,
get a hint like mines or talon, you don't actually even know where you need to look. And so stuff like that, like you might almost never make your way back there for a long time. And if that ended up being the answer, then that's really painful for something that only would have lost you a couple seconds to check, even if it wasn't the correct answer this time. Yeah, boostless Ridley incoming. Not the easiest. Well, not the easiest to do quickly, anyways. We are pretty well equipped health-wise. Have our 20% damage reduction.
I definitely, I have no doubts that Wyvern's gonna get through it, but getting through it quickly is the problem when you don't have boost.
Yeah.
And considering going quickly is our whole thing. Yeah, that's a problem. That's not fun. So if Arrow also does check one of those quicker things, and it happens to be boosts, I mean, he could make up. There's ways that Errol can, if the seed is nice enough to us, or to him specifically, there are definitely ways Errol can be in a lot better of a situation than Wyvern here. It just, I guess it depends. We'll see the plays that Errol makes.
Yeah, if the seed's anything but a lottery, I think the lead of Wyvern here is going to be pretty hard to overcome for Eraldoe.
Yeah.
So without boost, I mean, so we don't have boost, so there's not as much point in being in the corner like this. Okay, I think the mentor might have said the same thing. You can actually hit Ridley as he's flying by with Charged Plasma. It's hard to land because if you're locked on, the beam travels so slow relative to him that it's going to miss. But yeah, my recommendation usually for this fight, if you are boostless, is try to go for the free snipes with Plasma Beam. If you get him, you get him. If you don't, you don't. That's fine. But then anytime he's flying around like near the platform, just push the Power Beam and use Rapid Fire Missiles. So I kind of switch back and forth between Plasma and Power.
Oh no! Ew, do not put me on pizza. Just said, could boost just be in TTA? Which, that's a good point. Both of them opted to not check it, so it actually very well could be. And that sounds horrible, so. Wyvern rolled a required OP on every single one out of the CGC practices? Oh. That would be very funny if it was vanilla Phazon. Because from the looks of things, this seed is relatively jet, so to speak. But if Phazon's vanilla, that's real bad. Because you probably read minds and think, okay, well, hopefully it's not the two things that I can't get without X-ray, and just decide to go. And if you don't find X-ray there, you are losing a lot of time, so. Not just they both skipped it, but I do remember you distinctly saying that you didn't like them skipping it. Yeah. Especially in Wyvern's position, with what Errol did, it makes a little bit more sense. Errol didn't want to bother with front Magmor at all. But Wyvern was in monitor station multiple times. So that play is the far less reasonable play to me than what Errol did. But who knows?
Almost got through stage 2 here.
Oh, jeez.
One
We're
more flight,
so...
I'll do it.
Yeah. Just give him another, like, 2 minutes, and then Ridley will come by. We can finally hit him. God, he takes so long.
Yeah.
So... Okay, yeah, it looks like we're going for some plasma shots.
Actually, sure if you can hit him with uncharged, just because like the range of an uncharged plasma shot is way less than charged. One or two more out of it.
Okay,
yeah, there we go.
There we go. Finally. Finally we get into the fun part, unless we get dashed a bunch of times. And it's like better, but still rough. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. So I think the absolute best hint we can get at this point is Chozo, because that means either it's in Magma Pool, it's in Tower of Light, or it's in Elder Chamber. You know, none of which are bad. Bad things.
Yeah, we have all the items to clear Chozo. We have all the items to full clear Fen, so Fen's not horrible. We just like haven't done much of Fen, so there's a chance we have to clear a lot of stuff to find it. But I wouldn't be too upset with Fen here either. But yeah,
and it's a lot further to get back to. It's also just further to get back to in Chozo, so it's it's definitely the second best. Magmore sucks because that means it's either in TTA or it's in plasma processing. So you have to make a 50-50 call on whether you go without boost. I don't know. That could be real bad.
Got bad for him, unfortunately.
Not super. Okay, it doesn't matter. Yeah, it does not really matter.
Alright, what's the damage you're in of any?
Let's see. Let's see that vanilla phase on.
Yeah, it's spicy.
Right.
That was a good snipe there at the end. Ugh.
Uh-oh. Save warp, I think, at this point. It's definitely better. Good. Wyvern is. I'm a little bit unsure what the consideration is going on here.
That might just be talking strategy of whether do we
probably
look for X-ray anywhere, or do we just YOLO it, and then also do you want the bar skip into the top of mines, or do you want to take the longer way to the back again? Because like bar skip is kind of the optimal route here, in my opinion, but it's bar skip, so you gotta do that. So if you're gonna spend long enough on that, then it is still faster to just go the back way.
Another thing too is we might have been we might be seeing it right now. Yeah, we're seeing it. Okay. I was gonna say that the pause, the hesitation indicated to me they were discussing whether or not to reset. Resetting Ridley with no boost is a tough decision.
I disagree with that, yeah.
I get it, because like mines is you don't have a particularly consistent way to get into mines quickly from here. Because bar skip just is like, you know, half the time just feels like spinning slots, and then your other option is to go through all the way through Magmore. So you don't have a particularly quick way of getting back. So I get it. And if you get boost in this case, it might pay out, but it's just a rough call to make. All right, what's up there? E-Tank. All right, who cares?
This is going to be kind of devastating if it was just here. That's just a whole extra Ridley fight for no reason.
Yeah.
Did we get that item?
What? Oh, access? Yes, we did. Yeah, we got access. It was a missile, I think.
Oh, did we get it before mine plaza there? Or did we get it on the way through? And we got it
on the way through. Yeah, we got it. No, we got it before. Sorry, we got it before we save warped back. Yeah,
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Okay. I must have been looking at the screen and didn't notice that they turned around. Okay.
Yeah. Back when we were here for SDA, they grabbed it.
sucks having neither boost nor X-ray for the top of Elite Research here.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's any spinner manip that you're gonna do, I mean, this one is probably the easiest. So it's not as bad as like, God, like boostless Life Grove or something like that, where
Yeah, for sure.
even, I mean, getting in there and getting back out safely is a challenge in and of itself. But
yeah, it's pretty easy to make at least some amount of progress at spinning the spinner. It's just hard to consistently make a good amount of progress.
yeah,
There's like a lot of time saved between good and bad execution, but it's something that's like actually fairly approachable to just get done, and if you have enough time. So it's not quite bad, pizza. The way the manip works is Ridley needs a certain amount of room to dash, and so if he is somewhat close to the wall and you are between him and the wall, he won't use a dash. And it's hard to ever get that to be true in the middle of the fight, because usually once he starts dashing, he's dashing all the way to the wall and there's not room to like be in the way anymore. But yeah, that setup to the start of the fight that we kind of manipulate by sitting by the barrier there puts him in a place where he's close to the wall, but there's still room for us to be between him and the wall.
all right. Where is the Phazon suit? We got the entirety of mines to work with here. This is... God, what if it was in PPC? What if... That
feels bad. Yeah, at this point I think we're just going all the way to MQB and praying that it's not an OP, and if it is, then we panic and start full clearing until we find X-Ray. And curse the fact that what could have been a jet seed turned into trash at the last minute. But apparently that is par for the course for SoaringWyvern, so maybe that's what we should buckle in for here. Oh, this strat. Okay.
Oh,
so yeah, there's a couple strats for this. One is kind of like staying really close to this so that you can have a direction away from it pressed, and it'll still kind of pull you into it, and then that's a good way. Another way is to kind of roll into it and then kind of shift your control stick. I like to shift it kind of towards down right. I kind of roll from left to down right, and try to get the little bit of extra oomph there. But yeah, that's ideally just all it's looking for is you to be turning in there, so you can kind of finagle it in ways where the game will let you turn for a little bit while in the boost in the spinner here and make tiny bits of progress.
So I do wonder,
okay,
if at this point now, if we see Errol check PPC and that's where it is, all of a sudden this race has just made a complete 180, and all of a sudden Errol's ahead. So it's
very true. Yeah,
that PPC decision could have been the entire reason for a loss, depending on what happens. So, hoping for Wyvern's sake, that's not what happens, because that's just a feels bad an option or a check that you decided to just completely skip that was right under your nose, being what you needed, is definitely not something that's easy to come to terms with. But also,
halfway there, maybe a little less.
It does make for interesting content, so I'm kind of split.
Yeah, let's see what we've got. Hopefully, Eraldoe's going to check this for us. Looks like we're heading that way.
This check can be peaked with X-Ray or can be peaked with supers. But
It can be
Supers
peaked with a
are
single missile, as was like accidentally
oh
discovered today by Booyah Man.
right. I already
in
forgot that
his
happened.
race. Yeah.
Oh, that was Booyah Man. Oh, I didn't.
Yep.
What's up, Booyah Man? Oh my gosh, in chat and everything.
I don't
Congrats
know
on
if you
your
actually kind of
time.
caught that as the chat in the server after the race, Booyah Man, but like you actually managed to scout this item um, by shooting a missile and blowing up that box when you were standing right next to the wall, and we actually got to see the item before you powerbombed the wall, and it's actually reproducible. So that's like new tech that was discovered today, literally today.
Finding tech by accident is it's just the most satisfying thing in the world.
It's great.
Uh,
Like for how many people have been playing this game for how many years, like that we're still learning stuff. It's so cool. I love it.
yeah. Okay, so it looks like we are going to see Arrow get this. So, gosh, man, Wyvern is still on this cannon. This cannon is not being nice. Um, are we trying to
Ooh,
get a
that was a
peek
good one.
before wasting a PB? Yeah, okay.
Let's see.
And it's just a PB expansion. I mean, at least it's a refund. That's definitely one of the better things you could. Oh,
Okay, that's good. That's go mode.
well,
Um,
uh,
yeah, nothing can stop us now.
yeah, OP is kind of just perfectly fine then at this point. Huh. Oh. Oh wait, no, we're fine. Never mind. I forgot we don't have to get back up. I was about to say we have to do this garbage slope jump again, but I forgot it. Just kidding. We don't need to go up, so it's not a problem at all.
That is a question. I have no idea where Boost actually is. Boost can be in lower mines now that we have X-Ray, which is kind of spicy.
I mean, we still haven't found the main PB. My guess is that either Boost is in Frigate and Locke's main PBs, or main PBs are somewhere here. Because Frigate was clearly there was some kind of logical significance to Frigate.
Not as certain of that.
Just
Like the thermal looked like it was for the plasma and workstation, and not
oh,
necessarily. But
yeah,
then it did,
no, I guess. You're
but
right.
then it did happen to open mines. Like it wouldn't surprise me if we found like vanilla PBs. Honestly, that'd be kind of funny. But there's a lot of Fen we haven't checked. You know, something like a Chizawise Temple is a pretty good. Oh,
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, right. Yeah, we haven't. I'm stupid. I'm like, wow, why are they checking this? We know it's not here, but they don't. Yes, this is a good check.
Wait, what do you mean Sori's not watching the stream? What? Oh, okay. I mean, you know what? Purposefully getting this just to get another PB, that is very respectable. I get it. PBs,
Yeah, with the guarantee drops
PBs
in
are
Sendina,
super nice.
Yeah, having the third capacity, we'll easily be able to fill up to 3 if we need. Yep, Boost can be pretty much anywhere down in lower mines at this point.
Boost could be on OP. I think I would have liked to see. I mean, well, never mind. Actually, no, I lied. I was gonna say something, but it was kind of silly, and now I take it back.
I believe Boost can be NOP. I don't know why it couldn't be.
Oh, it's wait. Boost cannot be on OP. Yeah. Wait,
oh,
what?
you're right. You're right. Actually, no. Boost isn't down here. What am I talking about? Yeah, Boost
Wait.
was logging X-ray. I'm stupid. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So that's actually
we
annoying.
both completely looked over that. Yeah,
Boost
that
can be in Sendina. That's the farthest it can be then. Or yeah, in Sendina.
Yeah, Sundana can't be any further. Does Wyvern not know the minute? I'm wondering. I haven't seen it. Did you kill him? Oh, okay. I was confused for a second. I think because we reset, man, if this is Boost, I think it's worth grabbing it, honestly.
Oh my
Wait.
god, is it?
Oh my god, yeah, it is. Yep, I think.
That's trash.
Oh, that's
Absolute
garbage.
trash.
No. That's funnier. Okay. So logically, this is horrible if PBs are boost locked somewhere. Well, actually, no, I lied. I don't actually. I'm pretty sure they can't be at this point. So never mind. I don't think there's anything that can be boost locked anymore that is not also locked by PBs in some way. It's just a save rate, probably like an energy refill. No, what? Okay, we're good. We're good. It's like I thought they were warping. I was like, that is not your phase on suit, man. like, all right. That gave me a little bit of a spook. But we're good. Oh no, you're right. No, Mouthwiz is right. Main PBs can be in plasma processing. That would be extraordinarily funny. I forgot about that one. Because when I think boost lock, my head goes to back of labs without ice, and like Life Grove, and we have ice, and Life Grove is off the table with no PBs. So I forget. It could very well just be in plasma processing. Hey guys, go away, please. Did we
Metroid party here?
Did we peak MQA?
I
mean, I assume we did. Okay. Okay, it might be worth using a PP for this, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. We need one to get through PMT, but we had two, so it's fine to spend the one. Let's see if we got a drop.
Oh.
Looks like a no.
Yeah, unfortunately not. Maybe we'll get our last expansion here. Down in Fungal Hall access. Because that's possible.
Good try there from Earl for a scan dash off a fully scanned object that's close. Those are really difficult to do. Doesn't quite get all the way over there.
Okay, yeah, there's just a missile down there.
Yeah, looks like Errol's taking the tack of being a little more thorough here in mines, trying to spike some of the missing progression items, which will end up working out okay because it's that much fewer stuff to do after we do get our phase-on suit into here before too long.
Oh no! Wait, not having grapple here means we can't do the grapple dash. That's, we have to do a boring old scan dash instead.
Yep.
So unfortunate.
Perhaps we're gonna go. Oh no. Okay. Setting up.
Yeah, that's not a super good angle for that, but
Yeah, it's possible to do this room with an R jump from the. If you kind of keep jumping across the mushrooms here on the left side.
Oh, it is?
Down to that one down there. You can do an R jump from there.
Oh, I literally always grapple dash this, so I didn't even.
Nice.
I did not even know that. It's good to know.
Alright, here's the one spot phase on suit won't be.
Let's make use of our newly acquired garbage boost ball. It is nice that makes the Ridley fight just that much less painful, but and yeah, it's looking closer to vanilla phase on every single check we look at. I mean, I know it couldn't have been in BMT, but
yeah, only
still
4 checks
everything
left in
else.
mines, and 2 of them are behind OP. So we may
Yes.
have continued apparently this pattern for for SoaringWyvern here of always having required OP.
All right.
Hey,
Oh,
no
never
OP today.
mind. Okay. Well.
So that will be true go mode here for SoaringWyvern, just short of the 1 hour 30-minute mark here. All things considered, we're probably looking at a pretty good time this season. Honestly, Eraldoe not that far behind. We're at 4 artifacts on the tracker. I'm not sure which one we would have been missing besides this one. But ideally also we'll be soon looking to get this is that a reference to that video from TGC yesterday from Errol?
Wait. What exactly do you mean, Zars?
TGC in a practice seed yesterday pushed a wave pirate backwards into that like door, and that door opens up when pirates are nearby and closes when there aren't. So he pushed a pirate far enough back that the door opened, and then even further back such that the door closed again, and he thought that he soft locked by trapping the pirate in there. But luckily it does run out again after some time.
Wait. Wait.
It's a good
okay.
clip. I think it's in Prime General on the NPR server somewhere if you scroll up a day or two.
Huh. Okay. I will go back and look for that because that sounds. Wait. So, even doors that you haven't opened yourself, they'll just open if a pirate gets too close?
So yeah, that's like a special kind of trigger thing. So there's a wall there that's impermeable to Samus, but permeable to enemies, and then there's like that door that is just like also has a proximity trigger that only goes off enemies that'll open and close based on enemies being there. So it's supposed to be for like pirates to kind of run out of those doors as like reinforcements during fights. Also, we don't want Samus getting in there. But anyways,
Okay.
Coming up on this Ridley fight again here for SoaringWyvern.
Except this time a lot faster thanks to the boost wall.
Mm-hmm. See if this does end up being an artifact temple play from Era here, or if we did actually miss an artifact.
I do wonder if this is going to be, or not. If this is going to be, I had my own completely separate thought, and I ended up just completely repeating what you said. I don't know why. What I meant to say is I wonder, like, once we see credits, like, where main PVs were this whole time, because that does interest me a little bit. I'm mostly just to see if I was crazy about the frigate thing, or if, you know.
I honestly think plasma processing is a really good guess for where power bombs are.
Yeah, I think that was a good call. Which I guess would mean that my frigate call was correct. Which would, you know, be nice. It'd be cool. It'd be funny to know that the seed wanted us to go through frigate, but we don't have root cave on Aeroside. Okay, that's the one.
That would be it. Okay,
we're running to get it right now, so that makes sense. I'm calling TTA, but frigate would make sense. TTA would be funny, considering they both just completely skipped it. I mean, it also wasn't too consequential, but it would be funny. So
we also haven't found either of the two meme combos. Wave Buster and Flamethrower are out there
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. I hope the 3 frigate items are... I hope it's the 2 beam combos and power bombs. That's what I'm hoping. Triple frigate. Super worth it because you get a seed validated twice and then get power bombs. Main power bombs.
Getting the missile refill. I like this. With Ice Spreader and supers and only 40 missiles in the tank, I like getting a few more. You probably will actually use these.
Yeah, that's super understandable. That hurts. So that hurts really bad. Yeah, that's unfortunate. I mean, you know, little do they know. I'm sure they have pretty much. Yeah, he's got like all the time in the world to get back up, but that
Yeah, it never feels good.
It's just it feels bad.
Correct. Yes, missile stations do refill PBs in Rando.
Oh, do they not in vanilla?
Nope. And they
that's
didn't
fine.
in Rando actually until fairly recently. That's maybe a 6 month ago change, something like that.
Huh.
Maybe it's been longer.
I did not know
My
that.
sense of time is terrible now.
I think by the 2023 tournament they were refilling PBs. No, or were they not? They might not
That
have been.
sounds
Actually.
right.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah. Oh, unless the ship always refilled PBs specifically.
The ship is always refilled. That's a vanilla.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then okay. Well, then I don't know then. Yeah, I do feel like I remember at some point during the 2023 tournament that being brought up, but it might have been like oh, this is something that we're working on instead of this is a recent change. So yeah, I don't know.
I believe pretty easily that it was a somewhat recent change back in that tournament. So yeah, I think it's been true for coming a year or so now, I would guess.
All right, ice spreader time. Cool. Are we going to see a double? We are going to see a double. Which, understandably so. We get to skip essentially 2 entire phases just by using Ice Spreader, which is definitely something that you appreciate being able to do into the immediate power phase and switch to...
It's been a really good
no, because it was
too.
This has been an incredible September 2. Yeah, I need... Why does the game give me September 2s like this? I mean, and then it's going to be the worst 4 you've ever seen. Like, constantly switching all the time, random charges for no
for no reason. Here, each of these phases has I think 220 health. Supers are 180 power. Charge power is 50. So 1 super and 1 power charge shot is enough. And so that can help you conserve some missiles rather than shooting 2 supers at a power phase.
Huh. Thank you.
Just there. Yep.
I didn't know that was how that works. I didn't know like that. Oh, okay. Oh no. Yeah, getting frozen never feels good. Oh no, we don't have enough to get another spreader shot off, unfortunately.
All right, plasma's not
at least.
Yep.
Yeah, plasma. You do a ton of damage with plasma. This is honestly fine.
Be able to get some mist drops here. Looks like it. Go. 10 more missiles.
All right. Subchamber 4. How is this going to treat us? Starting with Wave isn't the most fun thing in the world. Wave does no damage. But
yep, yeah, Wave is 40 as compared to Power's 50, so it's even weaker than your starting beam. The advantage it has is that homes at least, so you can hit it extra a little easier. But Power beam is also terrible for this fight, so it's not even we're comparing Rotten apples to rotten oranges here.
Okay. At least we didn't waste a super. It is good to have the discipline to like just wait a second before immediately firing off a super, even just in case it switches on you immediately and then you're 5 missiles out for no reason. But it's definitely something I've learned to do the hard way.
Yeah, even for folks that aren't super big fans of the kind of melee minute strat, where like if you stand close enough to Exo, it'll always do the melee attack.
That is a lot of wave.
Yeah. The one advantage of doing it in Subchamber 4 is it does prioritize the melee attack over switching colors, so you can actually make it stay one color if you force it into a loop of the melee attacks. Just gotta kind of get practiced at dodging the melee attacks, because once you get to Subchamber 3 and 4, getting hit, the contact damage will disable your arm cannon for a bit, which is pretty obnoxious.
Get another super, just real quick. Oh no, because it switched.
Yeah,
never mind. It switched right before, or yeah, like pretty much right when the first super connected. Okay, that's a bad time to charge. Don't do that. Let us finish you off. Thank you. There you go. It was one uncharged plasma shot from going down, but I guess it had other plans. Anyways, Essence. I am very bad at explaining this, but if you want to just take it away.
Yeah, there's a couple strats here. Essence has a fixed number of actions it wants to take, which is either moving or doing a shockwave, or it's going to lay the next pool. But if you let it start to do one of those things and then shoot it with a little bit of the phase-on energy, it will stun it, interrupt what it was doing, and then once you stop shooting, it'll immediately go into the next one. So you can rapidly push it through the actions that it wants to do by shooting and then giving it a second to start trying to attempt to do another action and then shooting again, and so on and so on. Looks like SoaringWyvern is also a bit scared of getting pool skipped. So another thing is there's that exoskeleton carcass over there in the one corner of the room. If Essence is too close to that, rather than laying a pool, she'll just transition into the next phase and not give you a pool, which is both meaning you're not going to deal any damage and also that you can't speed up the next phase by doing that attack canceling strat. So it's very painful to get pool skipped. So yeah, SoaringWyvern was trying to kind of let her move away from that carcass to avoid doing the pool skip there. Doesn't mean we didn't get to do quite as much damage that phase, but ensuring that we have this pool was probably worth it. And there we go, so already another pool before we even finished using up this last one. Hate it when Essence chills right above the pool.
No,
like
yeah,
this.
stop!
This
Oh my god! Move! Yeah, this is
not that way. Moving that way is bad too. This is maybe fine, but maybe not.
Yeah, that one's that's pretty
probably
rough.
This is probably fine. Yeah, okay. Essence really not playing nice here today. Stop moving left.
Is the oh okay they fell out. I was
That's
like
a good position, at least. Any TVs left? No, that's a little unfortunate. We'll have to use some of the pool here. Yeah, but the Metroids are gonna have a bit of a field day with us, unfortunately. Luckily,
yeah,
Beam does. Oh, don't get too crazy with it. Yeah, you only need a tiny blip of the phase-on pool to actually kill these guys. I'm not sure we have enough left in this pool to kill now.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah.
This next pool should definitely be enough, but provided we don't go crazy with the phase-on beam this time. But I mean, even if we do, we still she's low, so who knows? This could be it.
Oh my god. We love Metroid Prime. Sometimes, yeah, you can be standing in the pool, but like the altitude of the room, like the pool clips into the ground and you just like don't get
Oh,
to
now
count
we
as
have
standing
a
in the pool.
power bomb. Thank you.
There we go.
Yeah, would have been nice earlier, but yeah, all right. GG's to Wyvern.
Yeah, GG's. In chat, yeah. So that was a 1:43:01 in race time. Excellent performance, honestly. Really nicely played. We will see if we can get Wyvern in here for an interview. Meanwhile, Errol is into the Ridley fight here. We'll be getting that lovely hint about the suit being in phase on mines. We've got some 4x3 goodness going on here. Something in this Ridley fight.
Oh. Yeah, Ridley is... I had my friend play the rando for the first time the other day, and we ran into this problem where for whatever reason, Ridley will just decide that he wants to mess with your aspect ratio and constantly switch it back and forth for like no good reason. So I'm not really sure why that happens, but anyways, what's up, Wyvern? GG's.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's.
Oh, what a seed.
What a seed. Rico was telling us about the streak of OP required seeds, and so we were starting to think it was looking like another one there for a minute.
I was worried.
But,
Thankfully,
no, nice.
the phase-on suit showed up right before OP.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was nice at least, like when the X-ray turned up, that's like, okay, at least we're actually in go mode. As painful as it is to do that spinner manip there.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because we hadn't found boost, and I didn't grab grapple, which I regretted 3 separate times.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it didn't turn out too bad though.
Yeah, no, you did a nice job with all those tricks. But yeah, that's really the seed really was the gamut of all the things that are terrible if you don't have grapple. So good job working through all of them.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, ore processing is a menace.
The only thing it
jump is
needed,
nasty.
the only thing it needed to be even worse was required magma pool. I mean, in which case it would have been fine because that's close to grapple. But that's the only other thing that is like that bad without grapple for from a beginner perspective. It's just yeah, that hurts.
I don't think I checked magma pool.
Yeah, I don't think Errol did either, so we have no idea what's in there, but yeah, this started to look slightly scary for you at the end until Errol checked PPC and it was not phase on suit, because essentially what happened was Errol did get the grapple and that was able to, and also skipped early Magmor completely, so they ended up actually starting to gain some time on you as well as having the phase on suit, making ore processing and gravity chamber way quicker for them. So, considering you skipped PPC, we were starting to get worried. Like, oh no, they're coming into mines. What if Errol gets phase on suit right here and it's just rats? But that is not what happened. So, it ended up working out fine for you. Yeah, this was interesting. It was a good race. Errol right now is just fighting Ridley. He's about to find the bad news. Okay.
Did Errol find phase on suit yet?
No, Errol does not.
Not yet.
Phase on suit
They've
yet.
been a little bit more thorough in mines than y'all were. But yeah, they haven't found phase on, haven't found the X-ray or the boost yet.
Yeah, our plan was pretty much we
Observatory.
We were
Well-
like, we have everything we need to get our artifacts, so just go get artifacts, figure out where Phazon suit is, and then pray that we run into anything we might need along the way. But we pretty much had everything we needed. I really wanted to see Boost Ball, which did show up for the second Ridley, which I really appreciated.
Yeah, that was a. I am not super partial myself to resetting Ridley, especially without Boost Ball. But yeah, no, it actually worked out pretty well in this scene to get you right back into mines and didn't get punished by having to do another boostless Ridley. So
Yeah.
the scene actually worked out pretty dang well.
It had a amazing Ridley AI on that second fight.
Hmm. Yeah, you had the. I saw you had the like manip with getting him close to the barrier, at least to start the fight, which is nice. Oh no, the super into the invincibility. Wait. It did invincibility into a charge? I thought that like almost never happened. Rude.
Ridley's mean.
Yeah.
Ridley, stop it! What? Oh no! Wait, no, actually
Oh,
stop
no.
it! Whoa, wait, whoa,
Oh, no.
Chill out, please! Okay, we're good, I think. Okay, we're good. What?
Oh no! Oh god, it had like 1 health left.
Oh no!
And with that, Errol does enter the DNF.
Yeah,
Unfortunate.
I'm not too surprised. Taking a death to Ridley is,
It's really disheartening.
yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, we will invite Errol in for the interview as well. Hopefully they're able to join us. But yeah. How's the mentor tournament experience been going for you so far?
Well, this is my first race, and it's been pretty interesting. I've been able to practice with a lot of the mentors before this and kind of pick up tricks from a little bit of everybody. I'm a mentor myself as well, so I've actually already mentored a race and been trying to share not only what I already know, but what I'm learning from the other mentors with everybody, just kind of spread that knowledge around as much as possible. It's been fun. It's been keeping me busy.
Yeah, no, that's a cool position to be in. Yeah, both be able to learn and share what you're learning. Yeah, I think that's great.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were in that position. The only person I know of, I know Astral's doing that. I don't know anyone else that is, so that is cool.
I know there's at least one other. I don't know who though.
Is Cestrion mentoring at all? It's one of the people I can think of. Maybe.
I don't believe so.
Mentoring. Okay. Yeah, then I don't know then.
Looks like Errol may be giving us one more go here. As Ridley puts on a light show for us again. Please, Ridley.
Yeah, gosh, man, no boost ball. I don't know if I would have it in me to.
I still can't believe
to
how
do this again.
punished the scene I did with Hawk a couple days ago. I cannot believe how punished we got by Ridley. It was Ice Beam and Artifact Temple, but we had found all 6 artifacts before coming here because they were just all. We didn't get a launcher in Talon, and then all the artifacts were just like literally free in Chozo.
Oh,
By the time
what?
we got back here, we're like, oh no, this Ice Beam's on Ridley with like 2 E-tanks. Not good.
That was really interesting.
Yeah.
The chat the whole time
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, are they going to collect their last artifact before checking artifact temple? and everyone did.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even consider it until we were heading towards Ridley. I was like, oh,
Jeez. Okay, thanks. I will be watching that race back because that sounds extremely interesting and funny.
It really was.
So I'm excited. Oh boy. Man. Yeah. So,
But yeah, no, otherwise, like, yeah, the routing worked out pretty well for you. I'm guessing that thermal led you to bail on the where you plan to do like Shorelines area until that thermal showed up when you were in Magmore.
So our plan was to go back and route through Magmore and then turn around and go back to Workstation and see what was there. And
Okay.
depending on what was in Workstation, we were probably going to route either back to Flagra or continue through Vendrana. But since Phazon Plasma, too many P words. Since Plasma Beam was right there in Workstation, it was like I guess we're practically go mode. I could go just artifact hunt at this point, and that's what I decided to do. Was just go get all my artifacts, go fight Ridley, get the Phazon hint so that I knew where I needed to go, and save time running all over Tarnation, because I hadn't even touched Vendrana at that point yet. Like I'd have to do Farfen, the Thardis fight, labs. There's just so much to check that we determined it was better to just go for the hint.
Oh yeah, no, this is a really strong seed for the hint because yeah, you had checks in literally every region of the game still, so it's ruling out so many places just to get that information. So yeah, no, I like the aggressive routing of artifacts. There were a couple things that I probably still would have done on the way, like PPC and like security access A. I feel like are so quick that it seems good to check those, especially since you're not 100% in go mode. Like in Phazon go mode, like if X-ray or Boost could have been hard recorded this seed.
Yeah.
Or I guess Boost Boost is dependent on your willingness to do life group shenanigans, but oh, you forgot BPC, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. That's entirely fair.
Well, the only thing in PPC is a expansion. Power
yeah,
level
so
expansion.
it ended up being completely fine. If that was Phazon Suit, that would have been rough. That actually, if that was Phazon Suit, that I think would have ended up losing y'all the race.
Yeah.
Which would have been I don't know, would have been very hard to. Well, I don't know actually, because Errol's fighting Ridley right now, so maybe not. Actually,
but it would have been pretty
no,
close.
never mind. Yeah, it would have.
It would have meant that Errol would have survived the Ridley fight with Phazon too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
true.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you're right. See, it would have been a lot closer. Yeah, but it wouldn't have been. I guess y'all were kind of gonna win either way. But it got scary for a second until we saw PPC, and then it was like, oh. Okay, this time a lot healthier coming out of Ridley. 5 entire E-tanks. Yeah. All right.
Once that alarm starts going off, it's really hard to focus on the boss because you start panicking and you're like, I cannot get hit again.
Yeah, that low energy alarm is terrifying. Yeah, I think this is the point where you decide, okay, I'm gonna stop playing this. I'm not going all the way back through mines. Like, yeah.
I mean, up to the runners. Like, if you want to play it out, I have no problem with that.
Yeah, no, go for it. Absolutely.
So how thorough were they with their Phazon Mines checks?
So it wasn't that much more. Did they go up and do a lower elite research? Like they definitely did like PPC that you guys didn't, and security access A.
I think so. Yeah, I do think
the Phazon elite as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we did see Phazon elite on their side, but.
They also did Flogger earlier when the like Spider and Supers turned up. You guys got away with skipping. They did actually skip. They beelined that plasma as soon as they entered lava, or as soon as they entered Twin Fires, which actually saved them some time because they didn't do any of the early Magmore area. Got away with that.
Oh yeah, I guess they didn't even like see thermal and turn around. I just realized they just beelined workstation.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. I wonder if they assumed, what I was thinking, where it was like, okay, well, we randomly got gravity and ice really quickly. Thermal's probably soon. It probably expects like I forget to get to mines or something. And then they were like, okay, well, it's probably soon. So workstation's like probably in logic or something. So they just went. That's my thought process. And Frigate, I guess, was logically required. I think because isn't the slope jump in observatory is intermediate, right? Even if you come from the back, or is it?
Yes, observatory hard requires
Okay.
boost. Oh my god, yeah, you're
then
right.
Yes. Yeah, then Frigate was required.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
vanilla power bombs with extra steps. That's incredible.
Yeah,
Do we know where main PBs are? Did Errol
observatory?
Find...
Yeah, we saw them in your credits.
Yeah, we saw them in your credits. Yeah, Errol has not been there. I wonder if this is just like trick practice for it's either trick practice or we're just looking for X-ray. I don't know. Just because they already DNF'd, it might not be like an actual like.
Yeah, I do think if this is an actual race, I do think the first play is just clear literally everything in mines except OP and pray that X-ray is there or that it's not on OP.
My guess is that this is just DNF. Let's just I don't know. Actually, I don't know exactly, but
well, I mean,
we're chilling in Chozo.
Fighting final boss without visors is super annoying.
That's very true. Yes.
That is true. That is true. No, you're right. So it could just be that as well. All right, observatory. Please let it be an energy tank that really, really strongly calls out to them, makes them want to do it. Oh, or we don't peek it. All right, I just wanted to see somebody do observatory for once ever, because observatory. Hello, that's not the name of this room. Training chamber.
Yeah.
I don't know where observatory came from. Sorry, I got PBs on the mind apparently.
I had them on the mind for a while because I was very aware that I was making like progress through areas with power bomb expansions without main power bombs, and I was like, this isn't logical and it's gonna bite me. Thankfully it didn't.
Baja can vouch. I would not shut up about the fact that I was convinced power bombs were in Frigate, and he was like, "No, it's Frigate. It was probably just a coincidence, I'm sure." And it's not to say it, don't you say it.
Yeah, I wanted to do I was gonna bar skip down to Frigate to do it backwards.
Yeah.
But bar skip didn't pan out. I was like, I'll give myself 10 attempts at bar skip, and if it doesn't pan out, I'm leaving.
Okay, that was understandable. Yeah, because I did see you doing that. What I was thinking was, I was telling Baja like, what he decides to do is just go Overgrown Cavern and then just go through Frigate forward, just just because, obviously is not what ended up happening, and then you found Varia I think pretty much as I was saying that. So I was like, oh, well, okay, never mind. But that was my thought process. Yeah, right? Antechamber? That was weird. Which I guess is also vanilla Varia with extra steps, kind of. You have to do Flagra. Logically, have to do Flagra to get Ice Beam for Antechamber. So I mean, it, kind of the same deal with French vanilla isn't far removed enough. What are we like? What would we even use for that? Like,
it's just chocolate.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, chocolate Varia suit. I like that. Has a nice ring to it. Chocolate power bombs as well. Mint chip, maybe. Mint chip's a little more complicated. Neapolitan.
Neapolitan. I like
Neapolitan Varia.
It's like vanilla, but with a lot of extra stuff.
Yeah, exactly. I think, you know what? I'm gonna start using that. I like that. Neapolitan Varia and PPs. What a funny seed. What a funny seed we had today. And thank God we can break logic, because wow, that would have been bad.
I was terrified to skip Flagra like that, though. In the back of my mind, up until I got all 4 beams, I was like, Flagra's gonna have something.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely concerning. The supers had me very suspicious. Like the supers in Spider had me very suspicious of ghosts, even beyond like the ice beam turning up. But yeah, no, turned out right call was just guessing that Flogger was a hallway to get your Rune Fountain ice beam and chase that. Worked out pretty well this season.
That's what we determined after we picked up ice beam. We were like, well, technically, Flagra does have an item, and it's probably the ice beam.
Mm-hmm. But sometimes it'll burn you. That's what burned me in my first race with
multi-dark nemesis.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a hard one to watch. Last location in Plasma.
That was stupid. Plasma.
That was tough. That was oh god. I'm so glad I got to commentate that race. That race was funny.
Lance shouldn't play with fire.
Right? I agree. Maybe that was why, the whole burn up at the end via the death animation. That's what it was.
Yep.
The plasma getting in the way. The fire from the death of Flogger is what forms to create the plasma beam. Honestly, we should have seen it coming. Or, I guess missiles too. And this. I think it was missiles, to be sure. Okay. Well, do we have any word from Errol about an interview, or do we?
Let's see. We can try race on the race time here.
Oh. Errol's mentor also just left. So Errol's kind of just running around the world solo at this point. I just checked the call, and Brian is gone.
Wait, Jay was doing it? 'Cause, yeah, Jay's already into another match.
No. It was Bruh. It was
Bruh. Right. Okay.
Yeah. Jay was not mentoring anybody in this race.
Oh, well, they're just checking their map.
Yeah.
Well, Errol is a fairly new to the community player. This is their first ever streamed race. So they might not be aware of the post-game chat.
That's true. I know they were saying before the race that they didn't even know how to use race time. So I think they're just new to this whole scene in general, which is super cool. Got new people coming in. Oh, you cannot damage ghosts with ice beam. We need to switch. Or we can run away, which is actually probably just a much better idea.
They probably assumed after they hit that forfeit button that it was just over.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, no, it's super cool to see new people coming in.
Oh, there's a ton of names I don't recognize in this tournament.
Yeah, right? The entire bracket. Man, I mean, because, oh, there we go. We got Errol.
Hi, everyone.
What's up?
Welcome in.
What's
GG's.
Thank you very much. Good game. Well run.
Good game.
All right, I've got some burning questions. Where in the heck did I miss Boost Ball, and where was Phazon Suit?
Boost Ball was in Central Dynamo, and Phazon Suit was in Fungal Hall B.
Yep, down in the mines.
Okay. So a lot of mine stuff I hadn't done. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and X-ray was in upper elite research, so you were
Yeah.
expected to get boost ball backtrack and then, well, yeah, backtrack, and then go back through that way. I mean, you were also expected. Power bombs were also in observatory, so you were logically you were expected to go to mines through frigate, hit boost ball, and then
Wow.
go get X-ray at some
So,
point. and
so
then
frigate blind
leave.
with no visor? Or did
Leave.
I miss thermal as well?
No, yeah, you didn't miss thermal. I forgot about that. Fiery Shores. It isn't Fiery Shores. You just decided
Oh,
to.
so I skipped front
Yeah.
Magmore. Yeah.
Yeah. So you were right there, and you were just like, all right, whatever. And then you went to the back and got plasma. So it just like it rewarded you very heavily. There was nothing else of
Well,
importance.
yeah, that was his advice. Was let's try doing something a little bit different. Hope we get a good item by going the other way in Magmore. I'm like, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
mean,
it was
worked
a
out.
great play actually, at least in terms of how it worked out this seed. And yeah, no, cutting some checks out can be definitely a way to get back into it. Yeah, no, honestly, I think it was a great performance for your first ever race. I think you should be really happy with this.
I broke my heart on Ridley, and then I had to go in. I did
Yeah.
it ENF, but then I went
Yeah.
and ran it right after and did a lot better on it. I was like, that sucked.
Oh, I know. No, yeah, we still had your feed coming through on the restream, so we all got to see you do. We all got to see your redemption with Ridley.
Yeah, I
And
was
we
like,
were all-
I'm
we were all
not gonna
cheering
go.
you
I'm not
on.
gonna go out like that. I'm gonna finish. Yeah. That was a ton of fun. I learned quite a few tricks I'd never done before. I'd never gotten climbed furnace that way on the wall. I'd never done crash frigate sight, that slope jump. And I
that's
think
my
there's
favorite
another.
trick.
Yeah, it's actually a lot. It's one of the easiest ones I've ever done. Like the way it tosses you is pretty intense.
It is, yeah, it's very extreme. How far up you go? That is definitely one of the easy
Yeah,
ones.
well,
Like
I
even
definitely learned a lot of tricks. That was a lot of fun.
yeah, even with no space jump, that one is still like fairly like compared to most slope jumps is a lot nicer even with no space jump. So that, yeah, that one is pretty notoriously like effective in how far up it sends you. But
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, I don't really have too much else from the seed. Yeah, mostly we're on the right track. Just needed to get back into mines after getting that hint about the phase-on, and it eventually would have all worked out. It always feels scary when the hint says mines and you don't have X-ray, and it's like, oh. OP,
Well, yeah.
am I not
When I
actually
went
in
back
kill
into it
mode?
here, I was like, I think maybe I'll go do front of Magmore and run some checks and Chozo that I skipped because I would like to have a bit more equipment.
Mhm. Yeah, I think.
I always forget,
mean,
but I think in Dynamo with the mining drone, if I don't have, what is it, X-ray, you're in trouble.
it's a little bit harder to do without X-ray. I mean,
Yeah.
you are actually expected to do that fight without X-ray in vanilla.
Oh,
And
right.
If,
Okay.
If
Yeah,
the,
you're
if
right.
the item is garbage, you can actually just like power bomb the rubble and leave without even killing the drone.
True.
So you don't even need to.
So you can
fight
get a
it.
visual on it and then just leave.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Although
that's
in this
cool.
case, it would have been boost ball, and you would have wanted it. So poor other would have had to do the fight blind. But plasma works pretty well for it. You just kind of wait for it to do an attack and shoot plasma at it. You have a decent chance of hitting it. But yeah, generally, even if you're not sure that you're in go mode, I think the best kind of expected value play is just go there and pray. And if it's not there and you're not in go mode, then just curse the seed and go look for it and hope that your opponent did the same thing, which they probably did. But yeah, never feels good to get a hint and hope that you're in go mode and not be sure.
Yeah, that's where I was at the end. I'm like, oh, that's rough. I gotta go do a whole lot of phase on mines.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'd only really done a few rooms.
Yeah, I guess any other thoughts from either of you two about the seed before we start to wrap things up here?
None?
No.
Good.
Yeah, I just really enjoyed it. It's a lot of fun, and I really appreciate the mentors and the organizers. It's I learned a lot from this race, so it was fun.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, so I've done similar tournaments to this for other games, which is kind of what led me to want to do this for Prime. And like, yeah, you look back, like you'll look back in a few weeks at like the last races you do in this tournament and compared to this one, you're like, holy cow, I've gotten a lot better, and that's super cool to see. But yeah, Runner Command doesn't seem to want to get links in here, but no, do be sure to give both of our runners today a follow. Thanks as always to Op doing the tracking for us, much appreciated. What keeps the restream running smoothly. And yeah, Mindy, been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure with commentating with you this whole time and watching the series of events unfold. It was a pleasure watching both of you guys run this. It's awesome. I love seeing new names running stuff and doing super well. It's super fun. I say that like I'm an old head. I'm not, but like it's in other communities and stuff. Like I love that, and I've been aware of the Prime Rando community for a while. I just haven't really been part of it myself, and seeing people that are like me, where just joining recently, just really getting into it for the mentor tournament. It's super cool. Is seeing y'all show up and do as well as you're doing. So it's awesome. Keep it up.
So yeah, we got another race going on right
Yeah,
now
thank you.
over on SpeedGaming 5. Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Oh,
go for it.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, so one more race right now on SpeedGaming 5. We have 3 more on the schedule tomorrow, starting at 8 a.m. Eastern, and then a couple in the afternoon and evening. Yeah, go ahead, Errol.
Oh, I think I finished my thought. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, then I guess with that, we will sign off here for the evening. Thanks everybody for watching. We will see you next mission.
GG. Have a good night, guys.